Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel and Farthest Frontier as we continue the expansion of the Mountain Village. And I love how much we have grown. From those early beginnings with just a few shelters, a hunter and a gatherer, we are now in a position where we have a very prosperous residential area in the center of our village. We have businesses and we have new industries plopping up, and we've started pushing out the farmland from the center of our village to the edge or even outside of our city walls or our village walls. It's not a city, it's not even a town at this point. And I'm thinking that my next step at the moment is to keep putting down industries, keep diversifying the amount of goods or the type of goods that we are producing, because that will increase the opportunities that we have to sell at high prices to our merchants. And then we will gather a lot more gold, and the more gold we'll have, the higher of an army we will be able to field. And I believe that having a large military might be really good for us in the near future. I was even thinking tactics-wise that whenever we had incoming raiders, most of the time they are focusing on one area. Like they do want to break the wall through one area, and generally they go for an area where there is not a lookout tower or anyone shooting at them. And I am thinking that maybe tactics-wise, especially when we'll have a cavalry, if we can have more gates around here, then we can have a unit just protect the main gate where they are attacking from, and then have the other units just go out and do some sort of a hammer and anvil. I think as long as we attack with with 2 or 3 units at a time, or 3 battalions at a time, I think it's the best way to avoid losses. Because many times as the raiders are gathering up, if you attack with only one of these units, it becomes very easy for them to focus on 1 or 2 soldiers at a time, and thus they can take out one of these battalions very quickly. And so I'm thinking that if we can spread that out by attacking with multiple units, that might help us avoid losses in the future. Just something which I have in mind. We shall see how that goes. We can upgrade one of these barracks to increase range, get additional range damage, increase durability. I mean, a crop field has an empty rotation. Ah, okay, so we've completed this field. How many? We have plenty of laborers at the moment, so I guess I can afford working on these fields. And what did I want? I think I kept wanting grains. I believe that that is the main thing for now. Next year we have some grains here. How about hay? We are producing hay in multiple areas, and we have quite a bit of it. We have flax as well. So I am thinking, let's look at beans probably there, and then I will want some grains here. Do we have any diseases? And I think the best way to check it is here. Current disease, some flax wilt. Does it tell us where it is? Yes, it is here. Well, that is okay. We'll not be planting flax for 2 more years. So we're okay with this. Let's keep going. And let's take a look at some of the other industries that we could put down. Furniture we have. Brewery, we are producing beer now. Foundry. Blacksmith forge, brickyard, glassmaker. Okay, so at this point it's paper mill, which we can produce it from flax. I really thought that I didn't even look at the requirements. I just thought in my head that it's going to be from wood. But we can produce paper. And then we can produce books. How much, how many pelts do we have? 132 at the moment because I believe we have sold it. Gain this year only 18. Oh, that's not a huge amount of production. But do these people need books? I think as far as needs or desires, they don't really care for books at the moment. The only advantage to producing books would be to sell it to a merchant. There was a merchant who bought books. You know what? I am thinking at this moment that it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a paper mill and have a bookbinder. We don't want to fully man it or anything. Even if we're producing a few books at a time, I think that is okay. And since it has a desirability penalty, I'm thinking either place it here or place it somewhere here. The problem with this would be that they would have to walk for a very long time. So let me flatten this territory here. Let's see, can I put down a road? Yes. So we'll drag a road like this. We'll flatten this area. I'll put down the paper mill here. One of the things that I am imagining at this point is that I'll probably be moving out this goat barn, as I will be moving these farms as well. Like, there is some space here to place down a few more houses. I will have to see. It seems like the birth rate has gone down. It doesn't seem like it's going over the birth rate at this point, so let's sacrifice some of these goats in order to get some extra food and allow them to keep growing their population. I guess we could reduce the population here as well. Crops ready for assignment. Let's see, where are we at? It's over here. How many laborers do we have? Still plenty of laborers. Then I will go this year. If I was to place down a grain, the yield would be very low because of the wood level. But maybe it's worth doing that as well. I'm trying to rotate it in a way that it makes sense with these ones as well. And maybe go for some beans and some turnips. Either that or go with something like a cabbage. But getting more vegetables wouldn't be bad either, but it's bad for fertility. As are grains. So maybe... No, let's get some beans here and maybe some clovers at the end just to increase that fertility. Okay. We're doing okay on fishing. And I am thinking that maybe placing down another fishing shack wouldn't be a bad idea. If we go on this side, for example, we could get 130 fishing productivity. And it's not as efficient as this one, but it could have some value. 14 livestock have been born. Nice. Look at that, 160 eggs produced last year. Beautiful. What about this merchant? What does she want? Soap at a very high price. Yes. Clothes. Not gonna sell any of those. Planks, I'm not gonna be selling them because we'll need them. We don't have tools apparently. We have plenty of heavy tools. We're running out of aubergs. And I could buy this. Blacksmith and armories work 20% faster. But maybe not yet. Let me think here for a second. We want more tools. So at this point, I'm going back to 7 tools to 1. Let's see, do we have enough iron? We do have enough iron ore. We have enough coal. We don't have a huge amount of ingots. Probably throwing in another one, another worker in the foundry is a good idea. And I believe at this point we can upgrade this homestead. We can... Should we upgrade the hospital? Increases desirability in the area. It will cost us a few resources. It increases the upkeep from 25 to 40. And we would be able to produce medicine, but I think we need more resources for that. Let's upgrade this shelter to the next level. So let's put down a preservist here. It will take... We have plenty of firewood at the moment, so we can use that. We can use the glass that we've been making, and we can preserve some of the food. And I think I'm gonna do it here. Let's flatten this area up. It's going to be very close to this brick root cellar. It's gonna be very close to the arborist as well. A new traveling merchant has arrived. We're gonna check that out in a second. Let's go and put down this paper mill. Cool. A lot of resources. But I think it's going to be paying off. Let's see. Clothes, you want clothes, candles, beer. Paying a decent price for beer, but 5 is not all that much. I'd rather keep it in the village. I think we're gonna make more money from it, from our village, rather than selling it. He's selling pelts, hide clothes, but we have plenty of those. Some cheese, some herbs. He's selling goats as well. Shields and hide coats provide +4 armor. No. I think at this point, having a lot of food to increase immigration should be the way forward, just to get to that 400 population. We're very close to have 25 large houses built. Let's see, a barracks. Should I upgrade I am thinking of upgrading these barracks. It doesn't have a higher upkeep, so we're just using the resources here, but it's not going to cost us more afterwards, which is good. But first of all, let's do the preservers first. Gonna be placing it there. Yeah, the paper mill will be upgraded in a second. Or the paper mill will be built in a second. See, that's 80, 130 bricks. That almost leaves us with enough to upgrade these barracks. And I am going to do it. I mean, it's not an easy choice. I am thinking of whether this is a good idea or not. But you know what? Let's go with it. I want to see how much does the range extend. And who knows, maybe we'll discover something that we don't know. At this moment, I should be less afraid of what might happen and try to just learn. Let's transfer some of the gold into our village. I could upgrade this firewood splitter as well. However, we have been producing a lot of firewood. How are we doing here on animals? Quite good. Even on chickens, I feel like we're doing amazing. We have 37 laborers at the moment. That makes me really happy. Let's maybe increase the amount of workers in the chicken coop? Or put down more fields? Let's check the fertility. I mean, overall, I'm looking at this area. This could field a few fields, maybe 1, 2. And then move the work camp to work on this area. That could be one idea. Over here, we're less fertile. We could place down a few more farms here. We could have a few more farms in this direction. And this gets us even closer to that clay deposit, so... yeah, this might not be a bad idea. Let's work on it. 45, 60 fertility. How about this? 30. And here, we have a 45 fertility rate on this side as well. And I'm thinking that this is going to be mostly workforce. I'm not planning to expand this, like these houses, to make them who knows what. I'm gonna keep the richer people there. And the main reason why I do not want to do that is because they will increase their demands. They will want more goods. And I don't think that it's necessary for us to do that. How do I want to place this so that it looks good too? Could start here. Have a 7 by 10 here. And if I wanted to put another one here... let's see. So we'll clear this road. Actually, we cannot clear this road without this. A villager has died from old age. Now we're doing well age-wise because we have 12 infants, 15 elderly, senior people we have 53, but we have 53 children. So overall we're well balanced out. We have a lot more working adults and adolescents. And we got 7 people migrating to our village. We'll accept them. We've reached 300. That's absolutely awesome. That gets us even closer to the necessary population. And because I do have a lot of laborers, let's put down those farms. So I'm looking at this. We're going to go farm. And I think I'm going to be placing... I would like to have a few farms in this area since we've put down these preserves. As the way that I'm thinking, it seems like there's some fertility here. As long as I don't go too far into these rocky areas, it seems like there is some fertile land here. So I could go for a 10 by 8. Or I could go... no, I think this is the best way to do it. A 10 by 8 there. We're gonna do a 10 by 8 here as well because the fertility is decent. But we just need to flatten the area out a bit. And we're gonna do that. And this is going to help us in providing this area with some root vegetables. Do we have a gatherer? We don't have a gatherer here. Let's have a gatherer as well. Because what I am thinking is that if we can supply this service building with as many fruits, root, vegetables, and fruit, the better it will be for us. Look at this. We are now in 4 months of food in public storages. The meat seems to have gone down. How much? Does it say how much we are producing on that side? So protein, we've produced 5,600 and we've consumed 5,300. 77 spoiled. Yeah, we're going through pretty much everything. Grains we produce very little and consume more. Vegetables seems like we have a surplus. On fruits we have a very small surplus, but most of it has spoiled, so it's great that we are now preserving them. On dairy seems like we're producing a lot more than we're consuming, and that is good. Some luxury has been consumed. I don't know where we got that luxury, these pastries from. But that's about it. Okay. Well, we have 2 more farms. Somewhere it said, here. So we lost, I guess, this hunter died of old age, and now we threw in another worker to replace him. Overall, we're very stable. And thus I have to look at goods and try to figure out what do I want to do next. It seems like we're short on sand. So let's start collecting a bit more sand. We'll leave 3 people there. I'm guessing that we went down in coal as well. So we could increase the production there. And we're still good. We have new children. 2 new children being born. 3 new children have grown up. Not enough berries. We don't have nuts. We don't have milk at this point. Medicine, greens. We need to be producing more greens as well. And pastries. I am thinking that it might be time to start producing some of this armor as well. When can we upgrade the blacksmith? I think it was at level 4, right? Something like that. Yes, we need level 4. Okay, we do have 1 person making armor. Then shields. Yeah, no, I think we're good overall. I really don't feel like we need to worry about the thing. We keep getting rats. Predators are attacking. Oh, he's eating. Okay. I believe, yeah, he's eating all of our food there. Let's bring out our team and actually take out this bear. And we have to put down that tower. I thought we don't need it, but apparently predators are attacking us more often than I thought. We don't have grains, but we do have beers. 99 beer, I think it's enough to keep us going here. Some dysentery. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. More sand will be stocking you soon. Good, and one predator has been killed. We'll take this team back home. Surplus of villagers. What now? That is the question. And I believe the answer to that question is actually... Oh! We have upgraded the barracks, and look at that. That looks so good. Whoever did the artwork or for whoever did the buildings for this game did a wonderful job. I mean, it looks absolutely lovely. So what do we do here? We can build heavy melee infantry units. They can equip weapons, heavy weapons, hauberks, plate mails and shields. My only question is, what is the difference between this light infantry and this heavy infantry if you do not have plate mails? I'm gonna bring two heavy infantry here, and we're gonna be bringing 2 archers. Actually, let's do 6 units in total. 4 archers or 4 crossbowmen, and we will have some heavy infantry as well. I am curious to see how they look and what would be the difference there. Missing ranged ammunition. Yeah, they'll collect it soon. Let's see, if I go to the Fletcher workshop, which looks great as well. Do we have a limit? I think we have limits, right? We have 4 limits on bow, we have 10 limits on crossbows, and for arrows, let's go 500. Let's have you work for longer. It seems like you've been working continuously. That's fine. And I am looking now at the idea of upgrading the walls. Or, if we still have people, we're now short on laborers. A building is on fire. Where? There. It's okay. If I'm taking a look at towers, I think that it might be time for us to place down more. I mean, we're gonna do this. We're going to have defenses all around. The more I think it, the better I feel that we have to do this. I thought that maybe first of all, let's upgrade to stone walls, but if we're not defending at all, we don't have coverage with towers, then they're just gonna avoid it. It's going to take them longer to break it, but what's the value of that when we don't have enough defenses? Let's see, anything else here? Like, do we need to cover any other area? I think I'm okay. We're okay here. We need another tower on this side. And here we have the fort, and I think I'm gonna leave the fort alone. But that's about it, and if I look at these barracks, we still need bricks. We need to wait a while longer. We're going to be required to have more weapons. We'll have 2 there. Let's make some swords as well. We're gonna say, bring more people. Produce slightly less tools, but more weapons. And I think that's it for the moment. I'm looking at these houses and they haven't upgraded yet. Thus, let's go to decorations. Let's look at... I think this is the only thing that can fit. No, it's actually too wide there. So I could go with something that has a larger area. Either go with this. A plaza, a small park. Is there a difference? Only in the type of resources consumed. So let me look at the medium garden first. We'll do this and this. And then we're going to go with a small park? No, that's too large. Maybe a medium plaza? Sure. Let's try to put it like that and just see how it looks. We can change it at any time if we don't like it. A new traveling merchant has arrived. Iron ore pelts. We don't want to sell it at the moment. She gives us smoked fish, tools, swords, but at a very expensive price. Stone, more heavy tools, more shields. Soldiers and guard do 15% more damage. No, I don't think I want anything there. We do have a new farm here. And we can produce one more. Right, can I do the 8 by 10 now? Nope, still not enough. So we'll need to flatten this even further. But with this one, we're going to go and work on fertility and reducing the amount of weeds. Then we're going to go with carrots and then some beans. Yeah, I think if going like this is a good idea. Carrots, turnips, the preservists will have enough goods to work with. Yeah, I think overall it's starting to look really nicely. Let me reduce the amount of workers here to 3, just so we can have that extra laborers. Building site stocking. Where is he building? I'm not sure exactly what all these 16 laborers are doing. Maybe they're just repairing buildings. How is this work camp doing? Well, it cut out all of the trees. So I need to move this slightly further. "13 villagers graduated. We get a new merchant. Let's check it out. What are you buying? What are you selling? Swords, 114. She's selling swords at 152, so we cannot make that exchange there. Buying iron ingots at a low price. Oh, no, yeah, he's buying at a low price. He's not selling. Thought it was selling for a second. Trees. I would like this. Trees grow 15% faster and orchards produce 25% more food. We could get some willows as well. How many baskets do we have? We haven't been producing baskets at all. We have 0. So you know what? We'll buy and transfer. And let's put down one of these. I do not know exactly what it does since we didn't have any willows. A basket shop. And let's place it down. Where would it look good? Maybe somewhere here. Yeah, we'll have it there. Or we could even place it on this side, just to keep it closer to residential areas. Yeah. Okay, well, this is all the time that we have for today. I don't see anything else that we could do which would have value for right now for this episode. But we're going to be returning tomorrow. And we're going to need to start upgrading these walls. Like we built... Oh, that's what the 16... I forgot what the 16 workers were doing, but they are actually building towers. That's what they've been working at. Does this area have coverage here? Not a whole lot. But yeah, that's what they've been hard at work for. Still, we're gonna be starting the next episode and we're gonna be upgrading these walls to stone. And hopefully that is going to make this entire city look 1,000 times better. But with that in mind, I thank you very much for watching and thank you very much for the support. If you enjoy what I do consider leaving a like. Helps me, helps the channel grow. And until next time, I wish you all to have a wonderful day.